2021 ended up being pretty wild for me. I had a trip to Vegas scheduled that had been canceled in 2020, got shifted into July of 21. Their trip was ending for Vegas on Sunday. I came home actually early Monday morning, and Monday is when I started kind of feeling a little off. I was not feeling well on Wednesday finally, where towards the afternoon I was starting to get a little fever. So I called into work and they told me I needed to go get tested for COVID, and I was COVID positive. I ended up slowly getting worse and worse. Where I started noticing where things really got bad was when I was getting up to use the restroom. Just simply from the bed across the hallway, where I was starting to struggle with catching my breath. As funny as it sounds, no one wants to be admitted to the hospital, but when you're starting to struggle to breathe, you realize like, this may be the right place for me to be. I got one of my family members, my brother-in-law, he drove me to the emergency room in Corvallis, and my journey began. I started to really fight. You start feeling like maybe you're not going to be able to get your next breath. The thoughts of dying start going through your head. You don't know if that breath is going to be there for you. The discussion kind of came that, we're putting you on a vent right now. So everything was very blurry to me. But I remember going into the ICU. I remember there being a lot of people around me. I can't really make out faces. It was like a dream, but then I was out. I remember coming off and you're just looking around. Again, it feels like a dream. My breathing wasn't even 50%. Every breath continued to be an absolute struggle. It was a long 5 weeks I spent in the hospital. I was finally released, I think, on August 24th. When I left there was like 30 staff members that all lined up on the hallway and clapped for me. It was really cool. So it made me, again, feel special, and all those people there, they're amazing. I remember going through those doors and that breath of fresh air, and getting in the car from Corvallis to North Albany. And then my neighbors were there to help me get upstairs of our home. My parents told the boys, hey, you need to run upstairs and say hi to Mom. And they didn't know I was home yet. And I was sitting there on the couch, and they came around the corner, and I remember their eyes just lighting up, and just running over for hugs. I had chosen to not get vaccinated. In my mind, I was like, okay, I'm healthy, I'm young. I didn't feel like it was gonna ever impact me in the way that it did. I feel like everybody should have the right to be vaccinated or not. That's a personal choice. I do wish that all of my friends and family get vaccinated so that no one has to experience what I went through.